Good afternoon. This is John Rowell for the Rowell Report. Today is Friday, August 1st, 2025, and this is my second video update of the day. I just gone out for a walk and then came back to find a whole new development to the story between Russia and the United States. The war of words between the ex-president of Russia, Medvedev, and President Trump has reached a new, I don't know if we call it new high or a new low, but anyway, there was a war of words between the former president of Russia, Medvedev, and President Trump. And so the first thing I saw was the information put on Truth Social, and I'm just going to read the post here from Donald J. Trump at Real Donald Trump. Based on the highly provocative statements of the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, who is now the deputy chairman of the Security Council of the Russian Federation, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions, meaning he's sending them towards Russia, just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that. Words are very important and can often lead to unintended consequences. I hope this will not be one of those instances. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So basically, what got Trump angry was some information that Dmitry Medvedev had published about the dead hand. And the dead hand is basically if the United States carries out a first nuclear strike on Russia and takes out their leadership, that the nuclear bombs will launch from Russia with or without an order from their top commanders. So basically, if the United States takes out Moscow, takes out the leadership of Russia with a nuclear strike, the United States will still be annihilated by a automated system which launches nuclear weapons with or without the approval of the top leadership. So this is quite an increase to the tension between the two countries. Now that we have 2 nuclear submarines heading towards Russia and pointing their weapons towards Russian cities, what will President Vladimir Putin do? We know that Russia has quite a few nuclear submarines. Will he position nuclear submarines off the East Coast? Will we continue with the war of words? Also, I'm wondering if President Trump is going to be carrying out a type of a sea blockade of Russia. I mean, why would you have a nuclear submarine sending, positioning off of Russia if you wouldn't have that as part of a bigger project? Anyway, President Trump has announced those nuclear submarines going towards Russia and pointing their nuclear missiles towards Russian cities. We should be getting some update from Russia. As you see, this is going down a very dark path, and President Trump, who was elected as the peace president and has slowly converted into a Bush-like warmongering president, looking to poke the Russian bear, so to speak, and see what kind of reaction he gets. So anyway, this is not a positive development in this story. Also, they continue to ignore Russia's demands for what would be a successful conclusion to this conflict in Ukraine. So I had posted a video earlier about about the reduction of those 10 days to possibly Sunday or Monday. But I think we've already got a kind of response from President Trump today, and this is completely needless. The whole idea of all these nuclear treaties and all these mechanisms was to avoid nuclear escalation and nuclear threats. Um, President John F. Kennedy had worked successfully with the Soviets so that they would remove the nuclear missiles from Cuba. And that was, a move that brought a lot of peace, and it also brought stability. So, if this situation continues to degenerate, um, the silos that they built for the nuclear missiles in Cuba are probably still there, um, or they were using, you know, um, truck-based rocket launchers. Anyway, um, that wouldn't be so difficult to set up. So I don't know why President Trump is going down this path. This is not a good path to go down. What he needs to do is try to find a pathway forward to find peace, but he completely ignores the requests of one side. He just continues to repeat over and over again, ceasefire, 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 and this has not got any gotten us anywhere during the previous months, years, and it won't get us anywhere now. And sending nuclear submarines towards Russia to threaten Russian cities will only bring an increased tension between the two countries. And I would expect that if there isn't a way to diffuse this, that Russia may be sending nuclear submarines to the East Coast, and they may not announce that. So, um, anyway, we'll see what happens with this whole situation, but I think this weekend is going to be very turbulent. President Trump is very emotional, very unstable, and he'll go from talking about, you know, uh, nice things and topics that are, things that people can agree on and don't create emotions um, and additional conflict. But in this case, he has definitely gone down this rabbit hole. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. We'll see how this develops, but um, if they are coming really close to Russia, Russia may decide to take those nuclear submarines out. So if that happens, this will definitely push this conflict into a whole nother ballgame. So anyway, my report today for Friday, August 1st, my second report, and hopefully we won't get any big surprises, negative surprises over the weekend. But I'll be back tomorrow with another report and wish everyone a good day. So long.